Hey everybody, it's Kyle again. Hey man, I wanted to answer your question, and I thought it was a great video to do it because I see so many people with questions out there, and I want to take time to answer people's questions. And wide grip pull-ups. Why you don't need them? You just don't need wide grip pull-ups. If anything that hurts your body or doesn't feel natural, why would you bother freaking doing it? It doesn't make any sense. So this is the thing. Like, I put on about 10 pounds of muscle in the last 6 months, and it has nothing to do with wide grip pull-ups or adding. I added weight to myself for a while. Over my hips, across my shoulders for pull-ups and dips. It just didn't do anything for me. You can put on a little bit of size, but if your diet isn't squared away, it's got nothing to do with adding weight to yourself, especially if you're not at your goal body fat percentage. Why would you want to add any weight to yourself? Because you're just going to put more strain on your shoulder sockets and your ligaments and your tendons. It's not necessary to gain size in order to do that. I mean, you look at Navy SEALs, you look at Marines. Those guys do a shit ton of pull-ups and dips as one of their main sources of physical strength, and they have really ripped and buff arms and shoulders and back. You don't need added weight, and you don't need wide pull-ups because it just creates too much strain on your lats, and too much strain pulls on your shoulder sockets. So anyway, I just wanted to demonstrate some actual variations of pull-ups that anybody can do and try to do at home. Like even my body tower, which I think is arguably the best body tower out there, the Bowflex body tower. You've got a chin-up grip on here. You can do chin-ups, you can do pull-ups, you can do wide pull-ups, wide chin-ups. The other thing about wide chin-ups is they put a lot of strain on your wrist. Your wrist starts to twist as you come to a full extension, and you don't want that. Eventually you're gonna pull a tendon or a ligament right in there, and you don't want that. I wouldn't even do it. The only thing that I use this for is doing regular pull-ups. Works great. All right, and then regular chin-ups, just regular grip. So your hands are about shoulder length apart, and maybe a little bit further than that. You can do a closer grip if you want. It's not required, but the chin-up is different. A chin-up's going to hit your back, the back of your shoulder, and the back, your upper back, your rhomboid, a little bit different than a pull-up will. Pull-ups are actually what's going to increase the size of your biceps a little bit more than chin-ups. A lot of people think it's chin-ups. It's not. Chin-ups have always been a little easier for me. And then you've got the parallel. If you really want to put some size on your biceps, you've got the parallel grip that you can do. You can put your arms across the parallel bars. That's why I like the Bowflex body tower. It has parallel bars going back toward the top of the tower. A lot of body towers don't have that. So I go ahead and assume the parallel grip, and then I can pull up that way, and I can add some size to my biceps that you just couldn't get with the pull-ups. Anyway, my point is, if you can't afford a $200 body tower, you don't have to. You can always buy the perfect pull-up, and the perfect pull-up, you probably already have one. But the perfect pull-up comes with, I used this for years before I bought the body tower. Perfect pull-up comes with adjustable grips, hooks that you can hook onto the bar and adjust your grip so your wrist doesn't get hurt. And then you've got this thing will actually disconnect. The bar disconnects and allows you to do inverted rows. So, and that's another way to put on size on your back. Set that down there. You can do inverted rows. Put some size. You can add some more size to your strength of your biceps. All right. You can do regular. You can do chin-up in the supinated version toward yourself. That's a great way to put on a little muscle on your back. And then of course you got your old tried and true methods of, we got to put our chair here. You got your dumbbell rows. Everybody knows how to do those, right? And get good form. Don't want your shoulder dip down, in the front. You don't want your shoulder going toward the floor because it's going to put more strain on your socket. You want to keep your shoulder horizontally lined up with your other shoulder as you do this, so that you're not using your socket to do the work. You want to use you're not using your shoulder muscles much. You want to use your lat. You want to use your lats to do the work, and your upper rhomboids, or your rhomboids. There you go. And there's the way. And if you don't, you can always add weight to your dumbbells. Get bigger dumbbells. Or just use what you got. I don't go up in weight on my dumbbells personally. I like my 35s. Some people say, oh, you got to go up in weight to get bigger, but you know what? You can also do more reps. That's a different. Eventually, when you go up in weight, you're going to reach a plateau and you might hurt yourself. All right, so what else do I do? Tried and true, bent over rows, baby. Bent over rows. I got a couple. I never go up above this. I mean, this might look like a lot of weight to some people. Some people are like, yeah, I can do more than that or whatever. You know, I don't go over 135. I like to stick with what I can do. And so you just get into the bent over row position, bust out some rows. This is great for your biceps, your back. It works your rhomboids, trapezoids, works all kinds of crap. Your lats, shoulders. So there's all kinds of other options besides, you know, somebody's pushing you into doing wide grip chin-ups or some crap. You don't have to do that. You don't have to do anything that you don't feel comfortable doing or that you feel like you're going to hurt yourself. That's when you just got to rethink your program, rethink what you're doing and say, you know, should I even do that exercise? Is it even worth it? You know, like the other day, I did a video on chair dips. And it's not even worth it to do chair dips if you're going to hurt your shoulder. Chair dips are worthless anyway. All right, so the other thing I was going to show you is what I talked about was the band reverse fly. Now this is great for hitting the rhomboids, the traps, and then you hit your lats a little bit and your rear deltoids. Yep, see, there you go. You just get that full extension on the band. You can even hold it for a contraction. You know, get some extra little isometric there. Hold that contraction and then back. And you always want control. It's really slow control on that negative going back. You can back up a little bit on your body tower if you want more resistance. Just scoot back. Well, that's why you don't have to invest in a $3,000 hammer strength cable machine. If you got a pair of extra strength hard duty bands, you can just use those in your workouts and wrap those around your body tower or whatever you can find. And you can do all kinds of exercises with the band. Anyway, that's where I was going with this video. I hope you found that helpful. And then on Monday, I'm going to have some more contraindicated exercises for people to take a look at and that people shouldn't be doing in the first place. Thank you. Bye. Oh yeah, and one more thing. If you found this helpful, go ahead and leave a thumbs up below, and then make any comments about what other videos you want to see, and subscribe to my channel. And I got my book coming out in December, The Gathering Gals and the Huntsman. It's gonna be cool. A lot of paleo stuff in there, so you know if you don't like paleo, well, whatever. Later.